People absolutely floor me. So, I'm a huge believer in treating others the way that you want to be treated, which you should, right? And if you're even just somewhat friends with somebody, even just somewhat friends with a neighbor or something like that, and they do something to piss you off, and you say some, not so nice shit to them, not really bad, but, like they know you're pissed off, right? And you think you're in the right, but they think they're in the right. Okay, so you stay pissed off for a few days, maybe a week or so, and then you get over it. You don't drag it out. And the one thing you definitely don't ever do is if you are even a tiny, just the smidgenest bit still upset about anything with that person and you're not willing to completely just move on like they are, you don't ever ask them for something because they will now think, okay, it's all good. Past is in the past, because that's the way I am. Personally, that's the way I roll, and I think everybody should. If somebody does something to piss you off and you're the one being pissed off, that person should never expect an apology. You were the one that was pissed off. But if they are also pissed off about the way that you acted towards them, that's fine. And they can act a certain way towards you for a while. But then you grow up, you move on. The future is a mystery, the past is history, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. So live in the now. Don't fucking worry about what happened a couple weeks ago. Don't worry about what happened last month. And if you do, don't talk to that person. And I don't want you talking to me. If you don't like me, don't talk to me. And I'm sure most of you feel the same way. Why would you want somebody that doesn't like you to ask you for a favor? Especially if you're willing to just, okay, the past is the past, whatever, who cares? Could you imagine that person then asks you for a favor and then you ask them for one and they just completely ignore you? You go out of your way to try to help this person or try to look for something or whatever the person may need. You try to help them out. And then you do the same thing in return, looking for something, and they completely ignore you like you're a ghost. Like, why did they ask you to help them? It's fucked up. People need to realize either be upset or don't be upset. There's no middle ground. And either forget about whatever the problem was in the first place. Don't worry about it, because if the person that was originally pissed off and thought they had a reason to be pissed off, you're not getting an apology. You know you're not getting one. And if you are then willing to ever talk to them, or especially ever willing to ask them for a favor, what you can't ever be upset about the same thing again. Move on. Past is the past. Leave it there, people. Come on. Peace.